So greetings to you guys. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Listen, I want to bring something differently. Now, I always talk about red flags and what to not look for, or make sure he doesn't do this or else. And if he does this, make sure you leave. Now, I'm going to bring you about 10 to 12 things that if he does these things, stay. No matter what he looks like, no matter how thick he may be, or tall or short that he may be, these are green flags. These are things that you look for in a man. Many people don't talk about green flags. We talk about red flags, the things that we resist all the time. Now I know, everybody know, somebody who is intellectual, somebody who's educated. And that's not necessarily green flags because those things don't really make a better relationship, right? Like for instance, an intellectual man who knows what to say and how to say things. A lot of times they rehearse what to say. They know what to say at all times. And so therefore they can stimulate your mind, but yet their behaviors and their actions are far from it. They know exactly when to say certain things and how to speak around you to get you to be interested in them, but they ain't mean a damn thing about it. So we know the things that we say as green flag. Somebody who's consistent, right? We said the basic things, but let's talk about some real green flags for real. Okay, let's get into it. Let me know if these make sense. Number one, someone who keeps their promises to you. Someone who do not break their promises. Because you want that person, because that man is a man of his words. Whatever he say he's going to do, he's going to do it. And so when he speaks to you, you can rest assured and relax. Now, if you know that your man speaks and don't do what he says, you will never trust him. You would always be anxious around him. You got to nag him and beg him and all them stuff, and it just ends up in a messy situation. So somebody who actually goes with their promises. In the beginning, it looks like somebody who tells you they're going to show up, they're going to pick you up, they're going to go here, they're going to do this, and they actually do it. Not no late, last-minute excuses telling you, hey, my bad, I got to work, or my bad, I can't go. Somebody who sticks to their words. Number two, someone who can tell you exactly what they are looking for. Now, a lot of times, you ask a man, hey, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a relationship? Well, what if, I'm not, let's see where it goes, or I'm not sure what I'm looking for. That person is sure to waste your time. If a man is looking for a relationship or a wife or a woman, he know what he's looking for. It's when he's not looking for nothing at all. He can't tell you what he's looking for. Understand, somebody who can tell you exactly what they are looking for. If you ask a man what he's looking for and he telling you that he doesn't know and he's not sure and it depends, walk away. Walk away right now. Number three, someone who has a plan for their lives. Someone who has a plan, somebody who has a purpose. You know what I mean? Who's planning their lives out. Who can tell you what they're looking towards or what they want to be in the next 2, 3, 5 years. Someone who has a plan, because that brings security when you are with that person. It brings security to you. And a woman's need is security. When you are secure, you feel more safe. So a man who knows the plan that he wants to, or where he wants to be at in life, that's a very green flag. Number four, someone who consistently shows up for you. Someone who consistently shows up for you. Never disappoints you, always there when you need them, always there when you want them, and even when you don't need them, they're always around, okay? Somebody who shows up even when you're on your period in the dating phase. You know what I mean? When they know that you're on your period. Somebody who is consistently around. I promise you, that person right there, consistency shows a huge deal. Consistency, like I said before, in their words and their actions. Okay, the behaviors, it makes sense. They're just consistent. Number five, a man who is kind, and not just kind to you and kind to the people that they like, but who is kind to everyone. A man who is kind is a huge deal because you want that man to be kind to you at all times, especially if you all have an argument, right? If that day when you all fell out, or even when you all break up, the man is still kind to you. He will never turn on you because that's not who his character is. You know what I mean? So a man who is very kind to everyone, somebody who doesn't benefit him, somebody who does. It doesn't make a difference. He's kind to everyone. Number six, someone who can teach you different perspectives. Who have different life experience and who can teach you different perspective because that's what their character is. That's what they do. I remember, like, I used to talk to this lady, and she just taught me gratitude. The thoughtful things, just gratitude. How to be always thankful instead of demanding. The point is somebody who can teach you different perspectives. Somebody maybe from a different culture. Not saying that people from different cultures is what you should go towards, but somebody who can teach you without trying to teach you. They're just showing you their character. They're showing you who they are. The character is very strong, and so therefore you can learn from their character. Number 7, someone who has enough respect in themselves to give some to you and everybody around them. Somebody who is generally respectable. And if a person is respectable, they respect you easily. Somebody who has respect. You don't have to ask people for respect. Remember, respect is initial. Respect is initial. It's the first thing that you give someone when you meet them. Is respect. Because everybody carries God everywhere they go. Remember, our presence carry God. And when we know our presence carries God, you respect people in the first instant. So a man who is respectable will always respect you. Now, sometimes I know that might seem like he's too nice or he's too this, and some of you all get turned off by it. But a man who respects you. That's a green flag. Number 8, someone who you are very calm around. When you're in their energy, you are very calm. That means their energy field is very calm. It's giving you this calm, relaxed energy. Not butterflies, not anxiousness, not all this excitedness, this high. Somebody who keeps you calm. Because when a man can keep you calm, that means his thoughts, his feelings are in check. It's very in check. He's a level-headed person. He's not all, there thinking about all these things and doing all these things in his feelings and having all these intentions. Because when a man has all these crazy intentions and all these feelings and all these thoughts, it flows off to you and you feel all these butterflies. You start to feel horny. You start to feel all these feelings and it's not even yours. So a person who can keep you calm, when you go around them, you are calm and relaxed. That's a very green flag. Now, some of you might read that as boring. It's not. Some of y'all might read that as there's no chemistry. It's strong chemistry. That person has strong self-control. That person has discipline in his thinking and his feelings. So that's a very green flag, okay? Number 9, someone who's naturally self-motivated and driven. A driven man will never go without and never have his family go without. Driven. Now, I know we think, a green flag is somebody who is financially this and who has 6 figures. Not necessarily. Somebody who is driven will never be without. And even if he makes 5 figures, 4.5 figures, whatever that is, he's always with. He will never be without. He knows exactly how to get what he wants. He knows exactly where to go. And if he doesn't, he finds out. So somebody who is driven will always be in a space of abundance, of getting exactly what they want. Somebody who is driven is a lot stronger than somebody who's they have 6 figures. Because 6 figures doesn't mean anything. 6 figures doesn't mean, because somebody who earns 6 figures could spend all that 6 figures every month. Every month, their bills and everything else is gone, and their cars and their home is expensive. So not necessarily a person who is financially abundant, but somebody who is driven. That's an attitude. That's a mindset. That's a character trait. Somebody who is driven will always find a way. Number 10, somebody who takes care of their bodies. As we get older, our bodies, it's different. And if a man takes care of his bodies, it lasts longer. All those, ED and all them diabetes and stuff that we deal with, it messes with us. You know what I'm saying? It messes with our erections and our sex life and our emotions, our feelings, our self-esteem, and you know what I'm saying? So find somebody who takes care of their body, who keeps their body healthy. Now, in this day and age, especially dealing with dating over 50 and 60, that might be a little challenging, right? And sometimes you might have to take a hit on that one. But they can still take care of their bodies in their level, what level they're on. Somebody whose hygienes are good, you know what I mean? They take care of their bodies and they shower, they smell good. That's also a good thing. But somebody who takes care of their bodies will actually appreciate yours and respect yours better. Somebody who takes care of their bodies will respect yours better, generally. Number 11, a man who is open-minded. Open-minded. A man who is open-minded becomes understanding. He's not just stuck on one type of belief system. He's not stuck on just one religion or one perspective. He is open-minded to learn and to see what you are doing and to pick up things. And so he's always in a space of growth. He's always in a space of getting to be a better version of himself. Somebody who's open-minded will look at you differently. The way how they love you will be differently because they understand. So somebody who's open-minded. When you meet a man who's closed-minded, leave that alone. And number 12, for right now, find somebody who understands the role of their ego. Meaning, they understand to operate, the difference between operating from their ego or from their spirit. They're not always looking for stimulation. They're not looking for people to give them compliments and to, they are not turned on by, other women stimulating, saying something and then they are ready to sleep with them. Find a man who has a balance of their ego and spirit. And you know that man because that man don't really care about much. The man don't care to be of the world he's not subjected to, or he's not trying to be a part of every group and every, what I'm saying? He's not stimulated outside or externally. He's always driven spiritually. He has self-control. He has discipline. That's the one that I'm talking about. The one who is governed by the inside. Discipline, self-respect. That's the man who is not only driven by the ego from the outside. So those are type of green flags that you should be looking at. Now, a lot of times you see a man could have all these things, but he doesn't have the height or the beauty that you're looking for, and you turn him down. You got to be wise in today's land. You have to be wise in today's time. You have to be wise. You got to think about what serves you best. These things that I listed. Now, I know naturally you want somebody who's charming and charismatic, and those things can be very questionable because those charming and charismatic men, a lot of times, they know exactly how to get what they want. And they get it from multiple people. And they learn to use those things to get what they want, even when it's not supposed to be gotten. So be careful when it comes to those things. Those things are not necessarily green flags. All this intellect and intellectual and educated doesn't really mean anything in a relationship. You got to be careful. So open-mindedness, a man who, is calm and relaxed, those is actually benefited, or you would benefit better with a man who's self-control more than a man who is articulate. Okay, that's just for your ego that you want stimulating conversation. Listen, when you go deep within yourself, you will see that you don't need a lot of things that you think that you do. But anyways, I hope you understand these 12 green flags, and I hope that you find someone in the near future, if you are looking or if you are single, that has some of these qualities. Now, I'm not saying that a man should have all these qualities, because it's very hard to have all these qualities at the same time. You have to be very mindful and intentional. But if they have a few of these right here, pay attention. I'm just saying, just give them a chance. You might be surprised. They'll blow your mind. You'll have a blessed day. And let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.